Restarting. Okay, this is Frenchie from the Rat Queens, and on Wednesdays, and welcome to our first dramatic reading. It is of Mounted and Bred by the Mermen. Not the frog. I tried not to be excited, tried not to want to surrender to this terrifying creature of the deep with his strange, prehensile penis, but his haunting song, his relentless grip, the intoxicating strangeness of his non-human flesh intimately touching my body, worked together to erode my will. As horrified as I was by the possibility of being penetrated by this beast, I couldn't deny my own excitement, my own curiosity. I felt my struggles weakening, becoming a shadow of my former protest, while my hips pushed invitingly against him, my thighs spreading, my inflamed sex waiting to happen. Oh, to be taken. Same shit. His pelvis rocked forward, the narrow tip of his cock gently prying my lower lips apart. What? Tingling waves swept through me, fearful but aroused. He slowly eased his way in, rocking back and forth until first 1 inch, then another wiggled its way inside. He continued to gyrate his hips, working me open, each inch thicker than the last. The silky smoothness of his skin created small shivers of excitement as his thick length caressed my entrance.
Where's his tail?
I don't know.
Where is it coming from?
After a few more wiggles, that's going to be a theme, I could feel him deep inside of me, touching my deepest places. He said that already. His girth surprised me. After the narrowness of his tip, it was strangely gratifying to feel myself stretched by his width. His body began to undulate, moving like a snake against my back, his monstrous cock sliding in and out of my hungry channel. More wine.
Hungry channel.
The sensation was overwhelming, and I began moaning uncontrollably. Releasing a long chain of bubbles. Where the fuck did bubbles come from? I don't know. More wine. The pleasure was almost too intense. His cock was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
Well, bubbles.
And it satisfied me in ways I'd never believed possible. It wiggled inside of me like an eel. No.
Camera person needs more rum.
Stimulating hidden zones of pleasure until I found myself bucking and grinding backwards against him, egging him on.
I'm not drunk enough. I'm not.
My horror and reservations were forgotten in the intensity of the moment, and my world shrank to the contact of his cold flesh against my warm body, to the steady rhythm of his waterborne thrusting, to the exotic twitching and wiggling of his member. When I came so hard that the world momentarily blacked out. I felt like I'd been transported to the depths of an ocean of pure, undiluted pleasure. That the sparks that soared in front of my unseeing eyes were the creatures of some dark, mysterious kingdom, glowing with the light of my sexual release!
Amen.
My body, hold on.
Was not ready.
My body writhed against him, muscles contracting, holding his cock tightly in place so that God forbid it went anywhere. In place so that I could milk him for every ounce of satisfaction. Suddenly he was swelling inside of me, releasing a powerful pulsating surge that erupted into a liquid wave of heat, a stream of molten semen that made my whole body feel like it was on fire with
Maybe she was allergic to salt water?
His shaft twitched violently, throbbing with steady pulsations until my cunt, I love that word, felt bloated with cum. Oh no! And my fertile womb was infused with his, I never pronounced it, fecunds? Fecunds seed. Thank you, librarian. When it was over, he let go and pulled away, leaving me to drift languidly in the tunnel, still shivering from the aftershocks of the greatest orgasm I'd ever experienced.